What's up, everyone? It's cold here in Chicago. That means it's whoop season. And this is, again, a really nice brushless whoop. I really like this thing. It's the Happymodel Snapper 7. Now, a lot of people are hearing about the Mobula 7, the Tinyhawk, the Beta FPV 75, and even the Eachine Trashcan. Those things are awesome, but I think they might just be a little bit too powerful, especially if you're a beginner and flying indoors. This is a pretty darn good alternative to those with some brushless motors. So stay tuned and I'll tell you a little bit about why I really like this Happymodel 7. Alright, so what do we need to know about this? It is a 75mm frame, so it's a little bit bigger than your standard tiny whoop. This is my UAV 65. It's a 65mm, so this one's a little bit bigger. This one I really like, brushless motors, and I'll tell you a little bit more about brush versus brushless in a second. But just because it's a little bit bigger means it's a little bit more stable, and it does have a little bit more power. So it's not super powerful, but it's got enough that you can fly at acro, which is an absolute bonus. Now this is a 1S model. We get a Li high voltage 3.8 battery. It's 450 milliamp hours, so you get plenty of juice. You're going to want to have a few more of these because it is so fun to fly. Now, something that sets this one apart is this aluminum frame. Well, the actual frame itself is carbon fiber, but the ducts are aluminum, which means it's going to hold up a little bit better in crashes. I've hit this thing in the brick walls, and it does dent the aluminum, but, you know, it still flies. And that does help make it a little bit more rigid, a little bit more solid. It's a little bit better to fly. It is on an F3 flight controller, and it's a pretty darn solid machine. I can angle the camera up. Now, like I said before, this is a brushless motor quad. What does that mean? All right, so I've got two motors here. This one in my left hand, this is a brushed motor. Over time, this will wear out. They don't tend to be as powerful or as efficient, but they are cheaper, right? This is a brushless motor, and this actually came off of the Snapper 7, and it's more powerful, more efficient. The drawback is they cost a little bit more. They do tend to last a little bit longer, so kind of keep that in mind. That is an absolute bonus. I really like it when you're flying these whoops. You get more thrust in terms of being able to recover from maneuvers a little bit quicker. You get that up and down. If you are looking for something that's a lot of fun, but not super powerful, but can still take outside, I definitely would take a look at this Happymodel 7. Right? I do have some of those more powerful models on the way, so if you want to see how it compares to, say, the Mobula 7 or something like that, go ahead and check back in. I'll let you know. I've been impressed with the camera on this. I believe it's a 700 TVL camera, 48 channels, so that's solid. Now, what if you're looking for an alternative? You want something cheaper, about the same size? I really like this M80 from Eachine. It is a brushed motor drone, but I've seen it on sale for as low as $35. That is a steal, right? It does have 8520 motor, so it's a little bit more powerful than, say, something like this Eachine E010S, which has 6mm motors. But actually, this thing is pretty darn fun to fly indoors, and you really aren't going to ruin anything. So if you want something as a true beginner, this is a good recommendation. But then if you want a 65mm quad, I do like this UAV 65 with the brushless motors. So, hey, lots of different options. I do really like this one. Certainly a solid beginner option. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you check us out on halfchrome.com. Subscribe, and check us out. We're over on Drone DJ as well. So 2 channels, 2 places, lots of drones. Happy flying.